L'éros désirant nous permet de nous connecter. Non, mais c'est vrai,
Hello everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Aurore. This is Lila, one of my very very good friends. She's an artist, a thinker, like a soul searcher, and I had this idea of putting us into a conversation to talk about today desire. What is desire for us? And why I wanted to talk about this? Because in another video I told you that I was asked what is my true desire at a seminar, and I was so like surprised that I didn't have a clue of what were my true desires. And I was like, well, that's fascinating, because I feel that I'm strong, independent, free. I consider myself as a free woman. And actually I was like, but why don't you even dare to listen to your true desires? Because the truth is that I knew deep down what are my true desires, but I didn't dare to listen to them. And why? Fear. All kinds of fears. And what's the most funny part of the thing is that all the women in the room had the same feeling. They were feeling fearful. They were like, I have this deep inside my gut. I feel that yeah, but I don't allow it because I'm fearful to be abandoned, to be rejected, to be whatever. And today I really want to focus on the fear, what is desire for you, and do you have any fears, and how do they react in your existence? Like how do they like control you? Because for me, they not only they control you, but they also actually delete your desires. And the fact that you can actually ask yourself this question.
Juicy stuff. Thank you, Aurore. I'm very happy to share this moment with you.
Thank you for your time.
This conversation. You're welcome. Because this is a good question. What is desire to me and in general, and what are all the fears I have about them and about desire? I have so many, and you name some of them.
Yes.
Like fear of rejection. In my case, I feel like, I can feel sometime in the body, and I'm sure you'll talk about this later, and the desire, whether sexual or not. Of course, desire can be for a job, for a destination, it can be for anything, for an ice cream, Desire is everywhere, right? Okay, it's really making the world going, so yeah. And so I feel it, and then voices in my head. This is how it works, voices saying stuff, and the stuff is really, who do you think you are to have a desire?
Yes.
And how you gonna get it?
Yes. The fear to not get it, or
how, or the how.
Yes.
Would be difficult, or people will be jealous. So be careful if you're chasing after this. Maybe people will talk about this, and they will maybe feel bad about this. Maybe they will feel sad, etc. So it's also about how my entourage, my people around me, even my loved ones will feel about me being strong enough or brave enough, maybe just to tune in with my desire and then go after it.
Yeah.
So the voices, and as you said, like they're coming, and then there's this battle, inner battle sometimes. I would say, between my body, my gut feeling, and those voices saying, you should just stay on the couch, Maybe that's it's safer.
It's safer.
Yeah.
Comfort zone, like no.
Not
even
today.
dare. Not today.
Or maybe one day. This is also a tricky one,
Yes.
When it's like, one day you'll be this lady, this woman who can do that. But right now, you're not ready. you're not prepared, you're not the right one, you're not, etc. And this is a cycle of being more little than you are, and being so small, and then, and I would say a big word now, another big word with a D word too, depression. Because I feel if you're deleting the desire through this cycle, and this is a cycle, we're not alone in this, it's really in society and stuff, but if you're stuck in the cycle, then you get depressed, because you just killed your instinct of life.
So true.
Your life force, you just said to your life force, ice creams, beautiful men, good jobs, money, and a happy sex is not for you. And
it's not for
this
you.
was my list today, but it will be another list, of course, of desires. This is so terrible as a woman to feel that it's not for you.
Yeah, because you lose the appetite for, of course, ice cream, but for anything, because you strain yourself to not getting it. So you're like, well, you can't have this, you can't have that. So what's the point? And then you stay in that zone, this gray zone, this like, oh, it's too, and I'm rather, you don't say that to yourself actually, to just say, I'd rather stay silent and petite to be comfortable, but somehow it's comfortable to stay in that zone, because it's like a mantra that you're saying to yourself subconsciously that confirms your identity. You also talked about another fear of shining your light so bright that you could actually lose the person that you love, because you are not only mirroring their desires not be fulfilled, but also it's almost like a threat, because you are changing, you are evolving, you are becoming another person they don't recognize, and they're like, no, stay, no, don't be that daring, don't be that ambitious.
I love the girl you were before, like, and you were afraid of,
oh my god,
being another woman. Actually, you're just the woman you are, but more, complete.
Womanly,
it's just that it's not, you're the same, but you're afraid that the persona you gave, like the image of you that you gave before tuning in with your desires, this image has been loved by people.
Yes,
and you got
to it.
Hypnotized by it too, like, oh, actually I like me in this little frame, and then you're like, okay, fuck the frame.
Fuck the frame.
Yes.
Fuck the frame, guys.
And then, like, you're not in the
out of
picture
the box,
anymore.
out of the box.
I'm not there.
Like this. Yes, I desire to do this. That's it.
Let's run to it. And so and then the game becomes bigger.
Yes.
You want a bigger playground in a way, or larger, or another playground. And what about the people who were playing with you a game before? With the girl you were before, like they will feel sad, they will feel abandoned, they will feel you're not the person they knew, etc.
Exactly.
Painful.
It's painful, and it's almost as if you have like a second person within you. Like sometimes I have this observer behind my back, and it's like checking. It's like you have this strong desire, fear, another person saying no, dismissing. Putting yourself into other shoes, like saying no, but this desire, you cannot do it, because for me my first fear was that I would lose my loved one. I would lose my partner.
Yeah, I know. I have to say, I must confess.
Yes.
This is so.
He could not
handle
me.
Handle you.
He could not handle me. I would be too much. I would be out there, and I would have these crazy desires, and it's even like not even possible, and it's like, but I know that it makes me so happy because it's
from the
satisfying.
inside, and it's not from the outside, it's from inside. You're feeling you're getting stronger and more alive.
Exactly.
And so it's so important. We need it.
So I feel that there are many fears, linked to many desires too. Because the beauty of desire is that it's universal. Everybody can feel desire, everybody can relate to desire, everybody can understand what it feels to desire something so strongly that it like propels you into a direction. But also, it's very unique to ourselves, to us being unique, to have a unique identity, existence, essence. That's why these fears are like so large and going. And they are so personal. So yeah, we talked about the fear to lose the ones you love, the fear of being too much, of being out of the box, of having these crazy, hysterical, emotional desires not making sense.
The fear of the unknown.
The fear of the unknown, yes.
What is going on beyond my couch,
Right.
Yeah.
You also the fear of success, also the fear of actually saying, hey, but what if actually it could happen?
What if it was me? What
Yes.
if I could get all that I desired? Yeah.
What about my surroundings, like my family, my friends? How would they react to this?
Yeah.
They would abandon me because I would succeed, and I would really be in my desire, and I would project to them that they are not following their desires, so they would feel jealous, frustrated, angry.
But actually it's a guess, and
yes,
you said this thing to me before, that our fears are not real.
No,
which is
exactly, thank you,
very good stuff to hear.
Only 8% of our fears are true. The rest is BS. Bullshit. It's not true. So all these fearful thoughts that we have about ourselves, society, because we're so imaginative, that's being smart, guys. When you're very smart and intelligent, you can actually put yourself like basically into this vicious circle.
Trapped in your mind.
Trapped in your mind with these irrational fears, because they are not logical. You're not risking your life. You're not in danger. Nobody's gonna kill you if you're gonna do it.
I think the thing is just that thousands of years ago,
probably
maybe 100% of fears were real. But now because we live in another, our archaic mind, or I don't know, is still stuck in back in the times, like Stone Age.
Yeah.
And so you can really get killed if you want a beast that is too big for you. Really, it happens really every day. But now we're not in this. And so how do we reframe, how do we reprogram ourselves to go to this other reality that is just there, actually, already there? So let's go out of the cave, right?
Let's go out of the cave to the world. Let's ask ourselves, and that's your homework, guys. First one is, what are your true desires? True, because they are very, very unique to you, very personal. They belong to you. Nobody has the right to actually say this is not your desire. No, it's yours, because you can feel it in your gut.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Second, why are you not living by your desires, by your dreams? And if you are, awesome, please message me and we'll talk after. But what are you fearful about? Third question, what are your fears? Really, I did this exercise of writing down.
Very good.
Writing down these fears, saying okay.
See it in the face.
Seeing in the face, written down, and saying, and just the fact to talk about it is so freeing. And it's like,
feel better.
You're like, oh my god, I can relax now, because I don't feel alone. I don't feel like I'm the only one to have these fears. I can relate to you when you talk to me about your fears too. And fourth question would be, how true are these fears? How come you believe in them? Dare them, say boo, say okay. Really, this is all you got? Because it's all in your mind. It's so tricky, but like you said, it's ingrained in our DNA, in our lineage, especially for women. We've been taught for centuries that we cannot follow our desires. It's sinful. And I'm not only talking about sexual desire, all kinds of desire. I want to do this. No, you can't. Stay home and feed the children. I'm like you said, today we are so grateful to live in a society that allow us to express ourselves like we do right now, to piss people off if we want to piss people off.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Not sorry.
We're not sorry. We're friends, whatever.
Yeah. So cool.
But see, that's the beauty of it, that you have the power.
We have the means of our freedom.
You do. You are your own master.
How do we do that now? How do we go there? Yes. We're in there.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Lila.
Thank you.
Guys, please, if you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comments below, and we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear about your desires, what you really wish for, not wish for, want, what you desire, and what are your fears. There's no stupid fear, you know.
No.
Usually it's very subconscious, it's very even unconscious. You don't really notice or you're not really aware of it, but still it exists, and it prevents you from growing, from going where you want to go next and expand. So have a beautiful day. Love and light from Paris Sacré-Cœur.
Yes.
And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks.